people who think it, and just because we say people shouldn't think it doesn't mean there aren't people who think it, and they're proof of that. They're proof that there are people who have very different opinions about God. God will divide us. You want to divide a room? Drop the word God in the middle of it.
Who thinks there's nothing wrong with Madonna songs, please come on over and I will share with you the absolute film that is Madonna. So who's ready? Who is ready to rip up your tickets? Come on over. Come on over. And if you want to rip up your ticket and get right with God, please rip up your ticket into many pieces and please put it in the trash can so a boss doesn't come along and is tempted to tape it up and go into this debauchery. Who's ready? Who's ready? Do we have anyone in line who cares enough about their soul? Anyone who cares enough about their soul to rip up their ticket and get right with God? Anyone? You're an asshole!
Religious groups have pushed that the word marriage equates being in a church or a synagogue or in a holy place. And that was clever for them to get their agenda across to stop gay marriage. And so what happens if you're the sheep, not a gay person, but if you're the sheep, you go, oh, marriage, oh, well, that's like against religion, right? That's like marriage, like religion, right? Like religion, marriage,
or like just, I don't know. So I definitely grew up in a very harshly, a church where it was like, where is it written? And if it's not written here, it doesn't exist and it doesn't matter. And we're gonna, I mean, what I didn't know then is that we were still interpreting how we wanted it to be written. But at the time I felt like it was a very literal translation. But obviously you pick and choose what literal things you're gonna pick. So that's the part I didn't know.
My thesis to get my doctorate was on homosexuality in the Bible. That's what I wrote on. It's only mentioned 6 times in the Bible about being gay, and 3 of those are not negative, 3 are.
He hates all wicked. He hates all workers of iniquity. And that's you. That's all of you that's workers of iniquity. And that's why God hates you. That's why look at you. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Oh, no, he doesn't, you little devil. He don't hate. He don't love you. He don't love you. He hates you. Because you are a worker of Satan.
We have to progress. It can't stay the same. And the people who don't like it must be having super bad sex. You know what I mean? Like, you must be having really crummy sex if you're so worried.
About who I'm making.
About who, and it's legal protection. Like, that's the way I feel about regular marriage.
Oh, they'll tell you they don't think it's natural and all this kind of stuff. Well, what's not natural about love? I don't get it. I don't get it. I have never understood people who thinks that love is only between a man and a woman. What's natural about that? I mean,
who are we to tell, or me even, to tell someone, oh, you shouldn't marry that person? Because to be honest with you, I know so many straight people that are on like their 3rd, 4th, 5th fucking marriage, and it just makes me laugh. Like, Jesus, that's what we're trying to save.
Everybody's, oh, I'm proud to be an American, and then nobody knows really what it is to be American. What it is to be American is the land of the free, man. That means all of us are equal. We're one nation under God. Well, who's God?
It's not about whether you think 2 men or 2 women should marry, but now you're saying that I can live in your country and you can tolerate me.
Right.
And I could work and I can pay taxes and I could obey the laws, but because I grew up or I was born loving the same sex, I shouldn't be able to get married. It's that part is mind-boggling to me.
I'm wondering why it's taken so long. If you love someone, and that's as much as there is to it.
So, a proud look. We have a lot of sodomites and lesbians in the crowd, and you take great pride in your sin. At least the thieves do what they do under cover of darkness. At least the thieves will wear a mask and slink around in a house that maybe no one is in, and they know that their sin is sin, and they take no pride in it, and when they are caught, they are humbled.
I can't live in that every day or I'll be miserable. I can't. I can't wake up every day and go, I can't get married and I can't do this, and people don't like me. Well, I'm not friends with those people. Screw those people. Fuck those people. I'm not friends with those people. If anybody has a problem with that, you're out of my life before I'm out of your life. Just see ya. I don't care. Then no one I'm interested in having around. And I had to learn that. Because all I wanted was to fit in, and all I wanted was to be what was perceived as normal.
So you mean to tell me, not that I am, but if I were, and I came back home and I said, Dad, I'm gay, that you'd have nothing to do with me? I didn't hear him say yes, that's exactly what would happen, but I absolutely didn't hear no.
I strongly believe people still think that you can catch it. You can't. You're born that way. It's how you're born. It's not being homosexual is not a choice. You don't just wake up and then say, oh well, this is the new in thing.
Right.
It's not. Neither is being straight.
People have a fear in the middle of nowhere America of big cities. When they go and they see that the people are just like them, they lose that fear. Same thing, I know a lot of people in New York that are afraid of the country. Because there are wild beasts, there are rednecks, there are whatever, and when they go, they realize we're all the same.
So you think it's all exposure, and education, so it's a mix of both.
Well, the exposure is the education.
Resist his grace. You never hope God never pour down his wrath upon you, but that day is coming when God will send you nasty sinners straight into hell. I'm trying to warn you today.
It's been second nature to me. So it's hard for me even to think about people not accepting it. Like, to me, that's strange. So it just has to be their upbringing. But why is it weird? I mean, do gay people think straight people are weird?
Again, I'm for it. I mean, love between anybody, man, woman, two women, two men. I mean, it should be treated and, respected the same way across the board and accepted and acknowledge, and whatever rights I would have with a woman, someone else should have with the same partner.
And as a straight couple, we have as much at stake to protect the civil rights of everybody.
Yeah, because if the rights of one American are
absolutely, and that's right. And so that's the state version. Now let's go to the religious version. Either we're all God's kids or none of us are God's kids.